Prepare for the practice of Yoga Nidra. Lying on the back in Shavasana, legs are hip-width apart. All tension has been released from the legs and the feet, so the feet flop to the sides. Arms are a little bit away from the body with the palms facing the sky. Eyes and mouth are lightly closed. And there's balance between the right and the left side of the body. The head and neck are aligned with the spine. You may like to tuck in the chin just a little to check for this alignment. Take a long deep inhalation now, a long deep yogic breath in, and when you exhale, release the body into the floor. Take another long deep inhalation now, and this time, when you exhale, release any remaining tension in the body. Release any expression on the face. Release any tension in the jaw or behind the eyes. Just let it all go with the exhalation. And feel the body's contact with the floor. Beginning first with the heels. Feel the contact of the heels against the floor. Feel the contact of the back of the legs and the buttocks against the floor. And now observe the back of the hands and the arms and the shoulders and their contact with the floor. Feel the back against the floor and each vertebrae as it presses against the floor. And feel the back of the neck and the back of the head against the floor. And observe how all of these different points of contact create one singular point of contact between the body and the floor. Become aware now of sound. Listen first for sounds that are far off in the distance. You don't need to name or identify the sounds. Just move the awareness from one sound to the next as you hear it. Move the sound awareness a little closer now to the sounds that are just outside the room where you are. Again, just moving the awareness from one sound to the next. Moving the sound awareness a little closer now to inside the room where you are, moving the awareness from sound to sound. And now we'll move the awareness to sounds inside the body, beginning first with the sound and the sensation of the heartbeat. Now move the sound awareness to the sound and the sensation of the natural breath. Release the sound awareness now and call to mind your Sankalpa or positive intention if you have one. Mentally repeat it 3 times now. We'll now move the awareness around the body. Listen to my instructions, and when I say the name of a body part, place your awareness there, visualize that part, and mentally repeat the name of that part. We'll begin with the right side of the body and the right hand thumb. First finger, second, third, little finger, palm of the right hand, back of the right hand, the wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, right side of the chest, right waist, hip, thigh, knee, shin, calf, heel, ankle, sole of the right foot, top of the right foot, right big toe, second toe, third, fourth, and little toe. Moving now to the left side of the body with the left hand thumb. First finger, second, third, and little finger, palm of the left hand, back of the left hand, the wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, left side of the chest, left waist, hip, thigh, knee, shin, calf, heel, sole of the left foot, top of the left foot, left big toe, second toe, third, fourth, and little toe. Moving now to the back of the body with the heels, the back of the legs, the buttocks, the small of the back, the middle of the back, the shoulder blades, the space between the shoulder blades, the back of the neck, and the entire spinal column, the back of the head, and the crown of the head. Moving now around to the face, beginning with the forehead, the temples left and right, the eyebrow center, the eyes, the ears, the nose, the cheeks, the jaw, the chin, the throat, the collarbones, and the pit of the throat, the right side of the chest, the left side of the chest, and the center of the chest, the right side of the abdomen, the left side of the abdomen, and the navel, the right side of the pelvis, the left side of the pelvis, and the groin, and the groin, the whole right leg, the whole left leg, and both legs together, the whole right arm, the whole left arm, and both arms together, the whole torso, the whole neck, the whole head, the whole front of the body, the whole back of the body, and the whole body. Have a sense now, all at once, the whole body. Release the body rotation now, and instead come back to the natural breath. observing the rise and fall of the navel as it responds to the natural breath. Also observing how subtle the natural breath has now become. And we'll now add a visualization to the natural breath in the following way. Visualize that you are breathing in from the soles of your feet to the top of your head, golden healing light. Breathing from the soles of the feet on the inhalation to the top of the head, filling the body and the soul and the mind with golden healing light. And then on the exhalation, exhale from the top of the head through to the soles of the feet. Exhaling anything that does not serve you, whether that is worry or pain in any way, whatever that means for you, release it all on the exhalation. And if the mind wanders, remember to use the breath just like an anchor and bring it back to the practice. Release the breath visualization now, and instead feel the following opposite sensations in the body. The body is feeling hotter and hotter. The body feels as though it's standing in front of a roaring open fire. The face feels hotter. The arms and the legs feel hotter. The body's feeling hotter and hotter, as though it's standing in front of a roaring open fire. Release this feeling of heat now, and instead exchange it for a feeling of coolness. The body's feeling colder and colder. The body feels like it's standing out in the snow on a freezing winter's morning. The body's feeling colder and colder, like it's standing out in the snow on a freezing winter's morning. Release this feeling of coldness now. Replace it instead with a feeling of heaviness. The body's feeling heavier and heavier. The body feels as though it's made out of lead, and it feels like it's falling through the floor. It's so heavy. The arms feel heavier and the legs feel heavier. The body's feeling heavier and heavier, and it feels like it's falling through the floor. Release this feeling of heaviness now, replacing it instead with a feeling of lightness. The body's feeling lighter and lighter. The body feels as light as a cloud floating along a blue sky. The body's feeling lighter and lighter, as light as the cloud drifting along a blue sky. Release the feeling of lightness now, and release all of these sensations completely. And instead, come to the space of the mind, the space behind the closed eyes, also known as Chittakash. And in this space, see, imagine, visualize and create the following objects and images. You are standing on the edge of a forest. The day is about to begin. The earth feels cool beneath your bare feet, and you can hear the birds beginning to wake up. Their bird song fills the air, and you can smell the beautiful scent of pine trees in the air. And you see a path weaving in between the trees, and you decide to follow it. You feel safe and at ease in this forest. And you look up and see the tall trees almost dancing to the bird song that you can hear around you. And as you make your way through the winding path, you reach a clearing in the middle of the forest. And in this clearing, your favorite flower grows. And the flowers are also swaying in the pine-scented breeze. You decide to lie on your back on a tuft of grass in the middle of this beautiful flower bed. And as you lie down, you see a crimson sunrise above you as the clouds pass and the sky changes every second with beautiful shades of crimson and red as the day begins. You can see the flowers swaying and the trees also swaying, and as you lie there, you feel deeply connected to the earth around you, to nature, and you feel at peace. And you carry this feeling of peace with you right now as you return back to the mat in the room where you are lying. And it's time now to again say your Sankalpa mentally 3 times now. And allow the breath to deepen just a little. And as you do, observe the movement it creates in the body. Check in with your body now and just notice how you're feeling compared to when you began the practice. The practice of Yoga Nidra is coming to a close. Begin to remember the details of the room you are in, the color of your coverings, the color of your mat, the color of the walls and the floor. Begin to hear the sounds around you and remember the world attached to those sounds. Remember the time of day. Begin to make small movements with the fingers and the toes, allowing the body to gently externalize. Begin to move and stretch in a way that works for you. You may like to bring the knees to the chest. You may like to stretch the arms above the head for a full body stretch. You may like to move the head gently from side to side. You may even like to roll onto the right side and lay there for just a few moments. And when it's right for you, very gently and consciously come up into a comfortable sitting position with the eyes closed or downcast to maintain this peaceful state that you have created. And sitting in a comfortable position now, bring the awareness to the eyebrow center, and at this point visualize a steady candle flame and visualize the light from that candle flame reaching every cell of the body, illuminating every part of you. And with this vision in mind, we'll now chant Om 3 times and Om Shanti to conclude the practice. Om. 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 Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om. Hari Om Tat Sat.